Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a live trade video. A little bit late getting it started. I've already made one trade on VIPS for 130. I bought at 130 or 21.30 and then sold at 21.56 for a $100 move. Now I'm looking to pick up some SUNE here at 21.51. I will keep you updated. Going for some shares here short at 70.87. Just going for a quick little micro scalp here. So we'll see if it can get up there and get me filled. Okay, there I'm in, and we'll see what happens with it. We'll look to either build a little bit bigger of a position. That's why I just went in with a little bit smaller size up front. So we'll see what happens here with it. Okay, so out real fast there, just a nice little $35 score. Not a lot, but I always like to picture it if I was walking down the street and I saw $35 laying on the ground and it took me, 45 seconds to pick it up. I would gladly spend 45 seconds of my time picking up $35. So that's how I rationalize that. Now, granted, hindsight here is making me look kind of foolish as it started to roll over. But, my plan ahead was just a quick micro scalp. And I like the context to be able to do that in. So that's why I did it. So we'll see what happens here with it. I will maybe trade this one some more or keep my eye on some other ones. I may try to look to short on the break of 70.54. But we shall see. I'll keep you updated. Okay, it's right here at the break of... Oh, there it was. Missed it. Just moving way too fast. Those computers, just a little bit too fast. Should have probably tried to jump the gun a little bit. But it broke through that 54. Now you can see that it's pulled back some more. So yeah, just too slow on it. And again, I realized that I had shorted some up at 70.87, and you could be thinking, wow, you'd be up so much more. But again, it goes back to the plan. My plan up front was just a quick little micro scalp. So that's what I did. And I just didn't get in at the break of 54. As you saw it unfold here, just way too fast for me. Wasn't able to capitalize on it. So bummer, but at least, got to see how the charts and this stuff works. I was looking at the right spot. It was just a human thing. I was just not as fast as the computers. Well, I apologize for that, but that was just a very quick. I didn't want to see history repeat itself, so I shorted on the break of 108. Well, like I said, I anticipated it, so I got in at 108.01 to short the break because I want to take advantage of the round number stop losses being knocked out. So then I covered for a quick 11 cents. Like I said, that literally happened. You can see here in about 5 seconds. I bought it 939.12 and then sold at 939.17. So a very fast move there. And like I said, the whole thing there was just understanding round numbers and just taking advantage of those computers and their stop losses that I knew would get triggered. So that was the rationale there. All right, I'm just I picked up some shares here at 83.91 on GoPro, and this one's so volatile that it's just jumping around a little bit too much for me. Okay, so I got out there. So I was going for a bigger gain than that, but I don't like the way this is shaping up. I could very easily see it continuing to the downside there. So I just thought, you know what, I'm either going to be taking a little small loss here, or else I'm going to try to get out for a small little gain. And I was able to, get out there for a 2-cent score on 300 shares, so only $6. But it just wasn't giving me the upwards movement that I wanted to see. So I did need to, and there it goes. So it did bounce up, and that would have been a little bit better of a trade, but just not worth. Just didn't feel comfortable risking it, so I wanted to just move on like I did. So let's see if I can capture some more trades. It is now 10 o'clock Eastern, and actually for the past 15 minutes I've been kind of not even trading. I got distracted with a couple things. So I'm up 224, so not too bad for about roughly 15-20 minutes of trading, but I'd like to try to capture at least a couple more trades for you. Alright, I apologize, I missed that one, but there's just some other things going on that keep distracting me. But regardless, what I've done is I just bought and saw this candle here forming, so I bought some shares, and then on the continued bounce up, I sold out and made 166 on the trade. Again, just one of those things where I saw it break and watched it, and then when the hammer started to take shape, I decided to begin to form a position. And of course, looking very silly now, as I could have made that much more, but that's all right. That's what happens when you judge yourself in hindsight. So again, apologize that I missed that one, but I at least wanted to give you a little bit of a breakdown on it. So now 39 minutes into the day, up 390. So pretty good morning. Let's see if I can at least capture one more. All right, so I entered in 300 shares short at 1830. However, this is a very strong chart. So I have a stop loss in at 1843, and this thing's either going to roll over and I'm going to get a nice little short, or it's going to continue on up in this very strong move, and I'm just going to have to get out with a little loss here. So we'll see what happens with it. But small size, and I want to be very careful with it, just because there's no denying this is a very strong chart. But you got to think it's pretty overextended. So we'll see what happens with it. Again, risking, right around 30. Let's just call it $50. However, if this thing does decide to crash here, I'm going to make a lot more than $50. So we'll see what happens with it. And we'll just have to, I would like to see if, there we go, there's a break of 18. So let's see if this thing can roll over some more. So I will keep you updated on it. Now, maybe you're thinking, why aren't you selling right now? You're up 81, you're up $96. Well, what happens if this thing totally crashes? I could be up a lot more than that. So I got to let the trade work for me. And that's the goal here. So we'll see what happens with it. I'm going to pause it, and I will keep you updated. Okay, just a quick update. I put in my order now at 1804, just slightly above that round number. So on any sort of bounce, I'm assured a winning trade. So this is a great spot to be in. It's not a matter of if I win, it's just a matter of how big am I going to win. And that's really, this is the ideal setting for traders, is putting yourselves in the spot, and there I am out. So ended up making 24 cents on those shares. What was this? This was DL. So DL made $73. And could it still roll over? It very well could, but like I said, I wanted to ensure that I had some profits on that one, and it shot pretty fast up there. But regardless, the point I was trying to make before I got stopped out is, that's an example of what we're trying to do as traders, is put ourselves in spots where you're either gonna lose small or win big, and then eventually get ourselves to the point where we know we're gonna win. The if has been eliminated. It is going to be a win, but now it's just a matter of how big of a win is it going to be. That's the goal, and that's where I was. It was a very stressless situation, and even when I got in, I was risking, like I said, $50. So I risked $50 to make 73, but that 73 could have been much more had this actually, really started to collapse. All right, well, I'm going to end it. I just wanted to let this one play out a little bit more. You can see it ended up turning into a very nice upward move, and a lot of people ask, how does the chat room work? Well, this is a DL, and you can see right here, DL I put, and this was at 10:18 a.m. Just put 2 minutes, starting to show upside weakness, wolf. That's just kind of one of the code words we use. And that was, again, at 10:18 a.m. So that was on this candle right here when I said starting to show upward signs of weakness, and that's why I shorted up there at 1830. So hopefully some other members got in on that and took advantage of this weakness, and who knows, maybe it's getting ready to fall that much more. But regardless, you saw it play out for me. And, that also kind of trying to kill two birds with one stone. And, that's just an example of how the chat room alerts work for us, is, alerted it up here. So if anybody else took advantage of that, they had a very nice opportunity right here. If you are interested in learning how to trade with charts and such, and candlesticks and all this good stuff, not necessarily looking to trade exactly like me, but if you want to learn how to trade, in a very emotionless way, charts are a great way for that. Just go to claytrader.com, offer many training courses there. If you want to get into the chat room, which you saw the example of just a few moments ago, then you can check that out too. That's very cost effective, especially when you compare to other services out there. And then finally, if you want everything kind of bundled together in one bulk pricing discount, you can check out Clay Trader University. That gives you access to all my courses, lifetime membership to the trading group, and then also access to the live webinars I do and case study videos that I put together. And it's a very good bargain. Like I said, everything packaged together at a very reasonable rate. If there are any other questions or anything, let me know. Please click the like button below if you found this helpful, and I'll keep making them if I see that there's interest in them. So thanks for watching. Remember, trade without emotion.